I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, who appeared in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, the Allah in the person in our midst. And I bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is the exalted Christ, and that the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the divine reminder and Messiah in our midst today. I greet my brothers and my sisters in the greeting words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
How the family feel?
Fine, sir.
You know, this is called family there, is that right?
That's right.
And when we deal with family, if you look at the root of the word family, you got familiarity, you got familiar. Ain't we familiar with each other?
Yes, sir.
Because the same dog that bit me, the same dog that bit you, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So we are family because we are familiar with the same struggle, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So here today is Family Day here at Muhammad Study Group in Bennettsville, South Carolina. And so what's being family? I know if this is your first time at a Muhammad Study Group or a mosque, it's a strange thing. The music wasn't playing with no singing and tambourine. And then we had a search procedure, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Well, the search procedure is for the comfort of us all. It ain't just for us. Because we go out to the grocery store every day, is that right?
Yes, sir.
We go out into the community every day, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Well, in the Muhammad Study Group or Muhammad Mosque, we know situations and circumstances take place when it comes to Islam, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So if you notice, I think it was Charleston, South Carolina, where a young white boy went to a Bible study. He went to a Bible study, sat in on the Bible study, and then after the Bible study, opened fire and killed approximately 9 people. Is that right?
Yes, he did.
Well, you know he wouldn't even got in the door with a weapon coming to Muhammad Study Group of Muhammad Mosque. Is that right?
Tell the truth, brother.
And so when you see us giving a search procedure, it's not just because we scared. Nah, we ain't scared of Allah. We don't fear nothing but Allah. Is that right?
That's right.
So, but we do this here for the collective whole of our people. And look at our, we got women and babies in here. Is that right?
That's right.
We don't need nobody coming up in here disrupting what we got going on. Is that right?
That's right.
And Allah set up the search procedure, and He said everybody gets searched coming into the mosque or the temple. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
And so that's why we have the search procedure. Well, well, y'all ain't got the choir going and the keyboard? Because we want your undivided attention.
Right.
See, when that music going and the tambourine playing, you might get that club feel. So, you in here rocking. Hey, okay, you good? You good? Sister may stop. You say, hey, you good? But we want your undivided attention. So you were brought in an environment that's a classroom. Not just any other classroom, it's a classroom of the gods.
Yes, sir. That's right.
So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said they didn't come to make a nation of followers, they came to make a nation of gods.
Come on now.
Right. You in the family of God.
That's right.
You're a family member of the gods.
That's right.
So in Psalms 82 and 6, it said, you're all gods.
That's right.
Children of the Most High God. Is that right?
That's right.
And so you're a God by nature. And so in our lessons, we are taught what is his own self. His own self is a righteous Muslim. But you might say, hey, hold up, wait now. Come on, I ain't no Muslim. Yes, you are. You just don't know it.
Come on.
Because we said it in the English language. If I stood up in the church, and I have done it, and said, you know what, I'm just submitting my will to do the will of God, child. And they clapped, oh, yes, Lord. But if I had stood up and said, I'm a Muslim, that's what he doing here. See, we get caught up in language, right? And because we don't know that Arabic is our original language, we don't understand when we say we're Muslim, we're simply saying we submit our will to do the will of God.
That's right.
Well, you say, well, why do you say righteous Muslim? Well, you know, some people that call themselves Muslim, they ain't Muslim. So they say the math ain't math, is that right? But just because somebody say they're Muslim, don't mean they're a righteous Muslim, huh?
That's right.
We know some Muslims that mistreat the women. But
right.
in the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Farrakhan teaches us to respect and protect our women. Is that right?
That's
He said
right.
no nation rise higher than our women. Is that right?
That's right.
And so our deeds and our action and our accord to being in line with the restricted laws that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam have, set us in a mindset that we got to be right and exact. We just can't be right today, is that right?
That's right.
We got to be right and exact. So you're here today, not by a happenstance. You in here because the Almighty God put something in somebody that invited you to have you to come out. But it was you that the thought, once it hit your mind, said, I'm going.
Right.
I'm going to be there. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
We live on a planet that's 196,940,000 square miles. Is that right?
That's
93 million miles from the sun. You could have been anywhere. You could have been at Joe's Crab Shack this